Hey, and here I am on the very last day of March in Quartzsite. I just dropped off my laundry. I'm going to get some water and some dog treats. Good. She still can't spell. And I'm probably going to stay in Quartzsite until almost the 15th of April because I'm looking at the weather forecast for the next 7 days, and it is perfect. And then around between the 12th and the 15th, I'll head up to Pahrump. And I gotta believe it's far busier right now in Quartzsite than it is in prior years around this time. It's usually in the 80s and 90s, but we're having days highs of the 60s and 70s, and lows overnight. And maybe the lady was just going the wrong way on the street in the wrong lane. I don't know if you saw that. But I forgot what I was talking about. The beautiful weather. I mean, it's 70s during the day, 50s maybe. I think I saw the low last night was maybe 48, which is you may need a touch of heat, but not that much heat. I like cool weather. It's still even in the 60s during the day. If you sit directly in the sun, it can feel a lot higher temperature. But I have this little sun umbrella that is designed to clip onto a chair. I think I'm going to do a YouTube short on that and spread the word about how cool it is. Double meaning there. Cool temperature-wise and cool gadget-wise. So I talked about this. I got to talk about this little short video I did that you may have seen on YouTube. It was called Smashed Potato Eggs, right? And all it was me being desperate for coming up with an idea for a short. And I thought, well, food usually does good. I'll do breakfast. And all I had in the fridge were some already cooked red potatoes, 2 eggs, and a Swiss cheese slice that was just beginning to harden. Not very glamorous. So I made up a recipe on the fly, and it's not that impressive. It's just taking the side of your knife and smashing 3 or 4 of those potatoes down to a pancake. Fry it in some butter in a cast iron skillet. Throw those fried 2 eggs in the midst there and slice up that Swiss cheese into little slices and melt it over everything, the eggs and the potatoes, seasoned to taste, and that's it. And I started doing Facebook Reels, and as it turns out, I didn't know this, you can get paid, you can get monetized on Facebook. And I'd been posting reels just to promote the YouTube channel. And I got an invitation from Facebook that, hey, you want to be paid for your reels? And I said, hell yes. So that smashed potato one, believe it or not, had been out there prior to me being eligible for any payout from Facebook. And it maybe got 1,000 views, which is like, I'm pretty happy. Anything I get that gets 1,000 views, I'm pretty happy. Regular format videos like this, I won't get 100 views. So it's a great way to promote your channel and get content out there easily. Well, like I said, when I became eligible for compensation, it had gotten 1,000 views, which, would have been, worth pennies, really, maybe 10 cents or 20 cents, something like that. So it doesn't pay a lot. But all the views starting with the day I went monetized on Facebook, I would share in the ad revenue. And this silly little video, this morning, it crossed over 1 million views. And you're probably thinking, wow, he must have really hit the jackpot. Well, not exactly. This is how little they pay per view. My estimated income is going to be about $160. But you know what? It's $160 that I didn't have before, and that's like, almost 2 tanks of gas, so you're not going to hear me complain about it. Anyway, I'm at the water station. I'll be back when I finish the water. And I am back with 6 more gallons of water for the trailer, and I'm headed to the dollar store to buy DOTTIE, some TREATS. It's good, no reaction. The amount of time I'm waiting here to get out of the parking lot is a testament to how busy it remains in Quartzsite. Really good news for the businesses that are still open to get. It's kind of like this is going to be bonus business for them, because believe me, this time of year, usually this place is deserted because people are done for the season and it's too hot to boondock for most people. And tomorrow we're hitting April 1st, and your LTVA pass that is good from September 15th actually expires on April 15th. So let's just say I wanted to stay. I could pay $89 for a pass for the summer until September 15th. However, you cannot stay in one place. You're subject to the 14-day limit restriction, which means I could stay in La Posa South if I wanted to from the 15th of April to the 30th, and then I would have to move 30 miles away. I'd have to go, down to an LTVA in Yuma, stay there for 14 days, and I could bounce back and forth if I were a complete glutton for punishment and wanted to actually burn myself to a crisp in the desert, in the hottest place in the country for the summer. But if you needed to do that, it can be done. So here we are at Dollar General. Just a reminder, there are 2 dollar stores in Quartzsite: Dollar General on West Main and Family Dollar on East Main. Okay, I finished my laundry, finished my errands, gave Dottie one of the treats. So I didn't have to spell it. I could say it, and I gave her, because she was a good girl, weren't you, Dottie? All right, before we go home, my Quartzsite Intelligence Network told me that at the Outback Pizza place, the world famous YouTuber, Debra Dickinson, is eating pizza at Outback. I'm afraid my intelligence may be a bit dated in terms of the time. I think she may be gone by now. But we're going to do a drive-by and see if we see her rig. And if she's there, I'm going to surprise her. Want another treat? There you go. Here. I think I've mentioned Outback Pizza before. They're pretty new in town. And the longtime favorite is Silly Al's Pizza. Great pizza. The year they opened last year, some friends and I went to Outback, and it was the kind of pizza where you hold it and it goes limp. Terrible crust. So I didn't go back, and then I kept hearing good things about it. And someone told me that they had made a lot of adjustments in the way they were cooking the pizza and the equipment they were using, and it's much better. So I said, okay, I'll try it again, and I did. And it was every bit as good as Silly Al's. As far as price, you know, they're within $1 or two of each other. Price really isn't a factor. I would say next year during peak time, I would go for Outback just because probably the wait would be a lot shorter. You know, during peak season, you can wait for a table for an hour at Silly Al's easily. Most of the RV parks are thinning out a little bit. I was just looking at 88 Shades over there, and it looked like it was still a lot of people, but a lot of open slots. And I'm looking at just some kind of RV park. Anyway, that looks very sparsely populated. I see Debra Dickinson's RV. I absolutely do see it. So we will go and surprise her. Hopefully it'll be a pleasant surprise for her, but we'll see.
Hi, Daddy! Oh,
See,
Ron!
I have a vast intelligence network in this town, so I knew you were here. And I thought, you know, I have to do my laundry. Is this going to take like 40 minutes? Is there any possibility Debra would still be at a lunch talking
It's a pizza place. Of course, I'm still here.
It's like, yeah, of course she's still here.
Okay, so that was fun running into Debra and a couple other friends. And I got a free piece of pizza, meat lovers pizza from Debra, so my belly's full. And it was nice seeing her again. And I am headed back to camp now. It's about 2:30. And I did go in there, was in there for quite a while. And in case anyone's wondering, yes, I took Dottie with me because they had a table outside. Dogs are allowed. And she got lots of attention from everybody at the table. So now she looks pretty tired. Looks like she's fallen asleep on her little bed. All right, I think that's just about it for today's video. And as always, I hope everyone out there is doing well.